Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. This video we're going to go over the process of myself adding the Touring rearview mirrors to the mid-height Catalyst windshield. In this video, here's a brief shot of what you get in the kit. A couple mirrors, a few screws, instructions. This is also a brief overview of the tools that I used that I found handy. Here's just a little bit more detailed view of the mirrors used. These are CAT branded. And here's a little bit better look of the mid-height CAT windshield that comes stock on the ZRs. It's not the tallest one that has the holes already marked in it, so this video will be going into detail of how to obtain that location. So I started off with painter's tape, marking locations on the windshield so that could trace the outline of the mirror with a Sharpie onto the painter's tape without marking up the windshield itself. This will be helpful in referencing left to right sides, as you'll see in the future. And then after I had tape on the windshield, I also applied painter's tape to the body of the fastening surface of the mirror. Put good pressure on it so that the holes where the screws attach into kind of transpose through the tape. So I took my Sharpie and I marked those holes. And then the next step here will be cutting out this tape and applying it to our previously traced Sharpie marks on the windshield. Okay guys, and now that we've got the Sharpie markings on this mirror body, I'm going to peel it off of here, and I've cut it to the shape of the mirror body too, so that the silhouette of the tape matches the Sharpie markings on the windshield painter's tape. So that way I can get a good mount location for the knife that I'm now wielding, which I'm just using to put some little scores in the windshield at the center of those Sharpie circles that we drew in there. And here I'm taking the Sharpie and just making those knife marks more obvious so that we can drill them out in the next step. So here's the next step. It's recommended to use a 3/8 inch drill bit for this, and that the windshield is at room temperature, so not cold, to avoid shattering. You're going to want a high drill speed and a low feed rate for this, just to avoid shock to the windshield. And there's 4 holes that need to be drilled per mirror, 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top. So this is me doing the first hole here, and same process for the other 3. And it does want to grab at the end, so just be wary of that. So once you get the holes drilled, then I came in, I laid more painter's tape on the vents of the machine, so that when you insert the screws, there's no cavities for the screws to fall in and become lost forever. And when you're tightening the screws, you want to tighten them just snug with a T30 bit, and I used a 1/4 inch ratchet. It's just metal screws going into a plastic body, so don't want to get too crazy with them. Alright, so first mirror mounted, and you can notice here, do like the sight line on them. It's above the handlebar, but the view I've got adjusted so it's below my palm and wrist. So nice little kind of open area where it should have good visibility to the rear. And now that we've got that, this next shot, so I've saved that template from step 1, but then also took measurements, which are roughly to the top of the mirror. It's about 6 1/8 inches from the top of that part of the windshield. And then from the headlight assembly, the very forward part of the mirror is about 3 1/8 inch away from the rearmost part of the headlight assembly. So now I'm taking those measurements, applying them to the PTO side of the machine, putting a 1 mark in there, and then taking my template from step 1 and putting the 4 dots on there for the 4 holes. Once that's on there, then I take the mirror assembly and then I eye it up with the other one just to make sure that they're on the same plane and parallel, symmetrical to one another. So there's a slight tweak that I had to do there just to make them look right. No big deal, worked out pretty well. So again, 3/8 drill, drilled the holes. peel the tape away. Again, just covering the vents. So here's the interior view. Again, just tighten these screws snug. And boom, left and right side's done. Really happy with how this one turned out. I really like how the black mirrors blend in with the black part of the windshield. And from the cockpit, the view seems like the function will be superb. Good sight lines to the rear of the sled. We don't have any snow here right now, so I can't take them out and test, but super excited for when that day comes. But garage riding, it looks like it should be a pretty good result from where these are installed. And here's just a forward panoramic view of how they look. Blend in really well. Impressed with how they look on the windshield. Windshield seems strong enough to support them. Seem rigid enough. And yeah, just very, very happy with the install of these. Highly recommend. So as always, thank you guys for watching, tuning in. Feel free to hit like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I'll try and keep the videos coming. But hope you guys are having a great day, and we'll catch you on the next vid. See ya.